Chapter 4. The break in the case, the autopsy confirmed it. Cause of death, a single forceful blow to the skull. The murder weapon was heavy metal and blunt, possibly a spanner or iron rod just like before. CCTV from the market was collected. Hours of grainy footage. One shadowy figure was seen in the basement around 4:40 p.m, tall, moving with a slight limp, but Nuna knew better than to jump to conclusions. He gathered his team and reopened the files from 1995. He combed through every note, every witness, every alibi. And then he found something the old investigation missed. Nuna sat at his desk, the yellowed files from 1995 spread before him. The city outside was restless, its old scars reopened. His team was combing the new crime scene, but Nuna felt drawn back to the past. There had to be something they missed. He paged through the evidence log, eyes landing on a small plastic envelope sealed 3 decades ago. Exhibit 19A hair fibre found on Rita Sai's jacket. The case file had never mentioned it in detail. Technology back then had been limited in our small state. Now, with hope flickering, he took the envelope to the new forensics lab. The next day, Nuna and Puyi watched as Dr. Zoa carefully extracted the hair and placed it in the DNA sequencer. It's old, but the root's intact, the doctor muttered, squinting. Let's see if science can finally outsmart this killer. Hours passed. The lab was silent, but for the humming of the machines. Finally, the results popped onto the screen. No match to any of the old victims. No match to the current suspects. Nuna's heart sank. Another dead end, but Dr. Zoa wasn't ready to give up. He ran the sample through the new, expanded database, one that included every known criminal and past convict in the region, going back 30 years. Late that night, the phone rang. Dr. Zoa's voice trembled with excitement. "Detective, you need to come see this." In the pale blue light of the lab, the doctor showed Nuna the result. The hair sample matched a convict who had been released just a year ago. Rala, age 56, served time for aggravated assault. Previously worked as a janitor in various markets, including Vivacorn. He'd gone unnoticed in the first investigation. He had a record of violence, but had never been suspected in the serial killings. Rala had a limp, the result of an injury 10 years ago during his incarceration. Nuna stared at the printout, adrenaline rising. Where is he now? He's living in a workers' lodge, just a few minutes from the market, the doctor replied. Nuna called his team, heart pounding. He's been hiding in plain sight. Get everyone ready, we move tonight. That night, Nuna went home, but sleep wouldn't come easy. He thought about the stories his father used to tell, about the serial killer who vanished when he was just a kid. He wondered if the answers lay buried in those old files. In a quiet neighborhood across town, Detective Thana watched the news in silence. For the first time in years, he felt the old ache of unfinished business. He thought of the families he never brought justice. He wondered if, this time, someone would finally break the cycle. Since the hair they found turned out to belong to Rala, they press him to confess, but he denies it strongly. They keep on questioning him, but no lead. The night was thick with rain when Nuna's team surrounded the workers' lodge. Rala did not resist. He looked old, tired, his limp worse than the files suggested. In the harsh light of the interrogation room, he seemed haunted. For hours, Nun Ruata and Puyi questioned him. Rala never denied being at the scene. "I was there," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. "But I never killed her. I saw her on the ground, blood everywhere. I wanted to help. But when I touched her, she was already gone. I heard voices, footsteps. I got scared. I was just out of jail. I didn't want more trouble." Puyi leaned forward. "Rala, the DNA matched you." "How?" He nodded slowly, trembling. "I tried to see if she was alive. That's when my hair must have fallen. But I swear I didn't hurt anyone." Nuna stared hard at him. "If you're innocent, then who did it? You said you know the killer." Rala hesitated, looking down at his trembling hands. "I never saw his face, but I heard a strange whistle, a tune. Someone whistling just before I saw her body." "A tune?" Ruata pressed. "Do you remember the song?" He nodded, his eyes far away. "It was an old Mizo lullaby. My grandmother used to sing it. I'll never forget."